Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do the Booktube birthday tag. At least I think it is. This is at least a version of it. I found these questions sometime a while ago, and I just copied them to my Word document, and now I don't know who was the creator. I don't know who is the actual one who had these questions, because I've clicked on 5 different videos, and they've all had different questions in different order and different variations, and number of questions different. I have no idea. So I have a version of the Booktube birthday tag. I don't know which one I have. So we're just going to go through the questions here. There are 14. So let's get into it. So question number 1 is, what anniversary are you celebrating? I am celebrating my 5th year of being on Booktube. I posted my first video on April 30th, 2017. Can we guess what kind it was? Yes, it was a library book haul. Anyway, back in the day when I got to go to a lot of those. Anyway, so I had a pretty good haul for my first video. Anyway, so it's been 5 years, which is kind of scary, as in it feels like that's so long, and then also not so long. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so I've been 5 years here. Isn't that surprising? Yes. Yes, I think so too. Question number 2 is, what genre or genres does your channel generally focus on? I would say I'm pretty much, I read a lot of different things. I think I definitely focus more towards fantasy, more towards the urban and paranormal fantasies. Those are kind of my favorites. But I read epic and high fantasy, you know, all different kinds of fantasy, sci-fi, classics, nonfiction, mostly of the historical side or nature. Nonfiction, I do a lot more of that stuff. I read mysteries sometimes, not quite as much as I used to. I do want to get back into that. I read historical romances. I read a lot of paranormal romances. And I read a lot of translated works, and most of those are the only contemporary works I usually read. I don't read a lot of contemporary in general of any kind, except for mostly translated. So anyway, so those are kind of like the major ones that I do. But I do read a lot of different things, different times. If something catches my fancy, I will read it. So question number 3 is, what are you most proud of on your channel in the last year? I would just say that I'm pretty consistent with at least posting at least once a week normally. I do have my weekly reading update, which I do every Sunday, and I've only missed 1 or 2 in the last year or 2. Like, it really has only been a couple of them, and that's usually because I was sick. You know, I wasn't going to be able to film that day. So I'm usually pretty good about it. I've been really consistent with that. So to me, that's the most proud, is that I'm consistent, that I still post every week. I mean, again, there's only a few weeks where I didn't. And so even if I don't maybe post as often as a lot of people, at least I'm posting once a week mostly. So that's as good as it gets for me right now. Question number 4 is, do you receive ARCs for review? No, I can't do ARCs because I don't read anything when it first comes in the door or to a deadline. I'm not very good at forcing myself to read. Like, I can read to buddy reads where it's a book I really want to read, but usually it's not a new release. New releases I will read them if they're like in a series that I love, like anything Nilling Yi Sing, you know, I'm going to read like right away. And I would love to get an ARC of Nilling Yi Sing. I'm just putting it out there in the universe. But other than that, really everybody else, it waits until I feel up to it. And because I'm very much a mood reader. So I don't request ARCs. I get ARCs once in a while in a Goodreads giveaway, but do I ever read them before they come out? Almost never. So yeah, that's why I made a decision a long time ago. I was never going to do NetGalley. I was never going to get involved in the ARCs because I just don't read that way. Anyway, that's just me. Number 5 is, what type of videos do you like most to do on your channel? Probably book hauls. Book hauls are just fun because you have all these books that you just got that you're just so excited to read. And even though I know it'll take me a long time to read them, because I don't read any, I usually read a couple of the books that I get like right away, and then I don't read a lot of them for years. I have quite a backlog of books that I want to get to. I still have that joy of new books, and I'm so excited about these, and I'm hoping to get to them really soon. I don't always, but you know, I still think they're the most joyful to film. I just love them. Anyway, let's see here. What was it? Oh, number 6 is, what type of videos do you like to watch on other people's channels? I love to watch TBRs. Everybody's TBRs are always so interesting to see what everybody's going to pick to read, their excitement of what books they're picking. I love TBR games. Some people out there just put so much effort into their games. It's just incredible. But they also put so much pressure on themselves, and it's so fun to watch them like stress out because they added so many books to their TBR. They have taken punishment, which I would totally take away all the punishments. That hurts just to watch those poor people. But I love watching the TBRs. I love it because there's so many to watch that I can't watch them all around the beginning of the month. So I'm like actually watching TBR videos almost all month long. So like a week before the new month, there's like everybody's starting to put out their TBR videos, and I only it takes me 2 or 3 weeks to get through everybody's TBR videos, and then some of them I've never seen before, so I get a new one, and those are my favorite. I watch them, as I said, weeks for weeks. I love watching them and seeing what people will read and how they did on their games and things. Those are fun. Those are my favorite. Anyway. Number 7 is, was there anything you tried on your channel last year that didn't work? I think it was last year that I tried to do a spinner wheel. Like I tried to do some kind of TBR game, and I thought, well, I'll just do a spinner to kind of make myself read some of my epic or high fantasies, or some of those series that I've been putting off. And I have like a lot of first books in series. Always my problem with like every genre, but that has series, is I have a lot of first books in series. So I put like a spinner wheel, and I think 3 months in a row, I spun it to see what book I was supposed to try that month. And I think of the 3, I only read one of them, and I didn't finish it that month. I finished it 7 months later. The other 2 kind of went back to my want to read. I tried them, and I just didn't get very far because I was forced to read them because I felt like that didn't work. So for being a mood reader, that didn't work out for me. So I found that the spinner wheel does not work for me. I love the spinner wheels, like everybody who has them. And the electronic ones. I had it all set up. I had like 7 of them of different genres. I was going to try, after I did the fantasy a couple times, I was going to switch genres and try something else. And I just failed. So I'm pretty sure that was last month or last year. So anyway, I'm going to count that one. I don't know. Number 8, is there anything you've done on your channel last year that you won't continue doing this year? This is kind of more of, I'm putting something on hiatus. I'm not going to do any stat videos, at least for now. I stopped doing them at the end of last year. I think my last one was probably September. I don't even know if I did October. And I love stat videos. I love hearing about people's stats. And I couldn't do it because because things at work were starting to change. And then of course we had the buyout, and then my job changed in the middle of January. So I've been like, I just don't have the mental space to be putting spreadsheets together, or the data from all the stuff I've done on my stats. And with everything that's going on at work, with all those spreadsheets I'm working on, I don't have the mental capacity right now to do stat videos. So I never did my 2021 stats, which really upsets me. I still have all my data. I still put everything into the spreadsheets. I have them all if I ever want to go back and do it, which I don't think I ever will, but you never know. I might get bored one day, maybe in the future. I don't know. But I just know for at least half of this year, or maybe all this year, I'm not going to force it. And, if something stat-wise comes up that I want to add to something, that's fine. But I just don't think I'll be doing any videos of that right now. So, I mean... They weren't huge watchers anyway on this channel, but I love stats. I just love watching everybody else's stats too. So anyway, so we won't do that. Number 9 is there anything you plan to do more of next year? I don't know. It's hard to say right now since I'm still really stressed from work and things going on there, that I'm lucky I can do what I can video-wise. But I think I'm hoping by the summer, everything will be calmed down and I might start vlogging again. I haven't done a vlog in I don't even know how long. And not that I've like great vlogger like some other people, but I had a couple of times I did reading vlogs or something, or even when I go on vacation in the summer, you know, I kind of like to maybe vlog that, or, you know, or maybe do it where I read a couple of books and I vlog that experience. I don't know. Point is I haven't done a vlog in I don't know how long. And so my life is pretty boring right now. So yeah, maybe it won't be really cool, but I would like to say that sometime this next year, I will do some vlogs. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Number 10, is there anything new you plan to add to your channel next year? No, nothing new. As I said, I want to bring back kind of some of the reading vlogs. So I kind of added that one. I don't know of anything new. If you guys can think of something that you want me to do that might be cool, let me know. I don't have any ideas right now. As I said, it's very stressful right now at work. Number 11 is, what are some of the challenges you face on your channel? Or what are some of the challenges you faced on your channel? So I would just say that some of us are never going to be big booktubers. I'm always going to be a small booktuber, and I don't have any problem with that. I've already kind of let that all go. It did take a while for me to realize I was never going to get the following that some of the really big ones are. But then you have to kind of go, how much effort am I putting into this? And this is it. This is the fun part for me. I like do a couple videos and I do my weekly updates, and it's just like, and I do my book calls and I have fun, and I have fun with the level that I'm at, and I have no problem with that. So anyway, so I think one of the challenges in the first couple of years was I would see people who joined at the same time I did and who got thousands of subscribers within their first year. And it was just so hard when mine was like a couple hundred at the most, you know, and I've just slowly built up to where I'm at now, which again, isn't very much, but I have no problem with that. I'm going to be a small booktuber probably forever, which is not a problem. But I think that was a challenge for me, is to get over that, to realize it wasn't just because it was me, mostly because I don't put out as much input or do all the fancy stuff. And I decided long ago not to do the editing because of time. I admit it. So this is it, guys. This is what you get. Anyway, so obviously that was one of my challenges. Anyway, and being someone who's fairly shy, I wasn't going to go out and do anything outrageous anyway to do anything like that. So, and yeah, that's it. Let's just go with that. Number 12 is, what equipment do you use to film your videos? I've always used my iPhones. I currently have an iPhone 13 that I just got a month ago, which I'm really enjoying. And then I have a couple tripods. I have this small one by my computer, and then I have a bigger one for when I sit at my reading chair, which is back there. Anyway, so yeah. Let's see here. I feel like I missed. No, I don't know what I said. I just lost my train of thought. 13. What is your one best piece of advice you can give another booktuber? Be yourself. There's no point in pretending to be something you're not. It's not fun. It's usually pretty obvious after watching a few videos of somebody if they're faking it. My favorites are just watching people who are like me, who just do this for fun, who get on here just to talk about books and to chat with other people. And I think that's the most fun. Is just to see other people who have different lives than I do, different libraries. I love seeing other people's bookshelves. And, but the major thing is just to be yourself. Cause I mean, there's no point to be somebody or you know, to put off some other, persona if you have to hold to that all the time. I guess to me, it was just easier just to be myself, which sounds funny considering that my channel name is another name than mine, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm still me. Yeah. Anyway, we won't go there today. Anyway, and then number 14 is, what is the best part of having a booktube channel? And I would say the community, I think, is pretty much most people's favorite thing about it, is interacting with people who comment on the videos, who like and subscribe, and who actually, you know, talk to you, you know, chat on your videos, or, you know, in the comments. And that you get to know that way, and you get to see what, you know, hear what other people are reading, or if they didn't like what you read, or they liked it, or they really liked it, or want to read it now. And just talking to people. I've done buddy reads on and off through the years, and some of them have been really great experiences. And I've gotten a lot of good books read that way that I probably wouldn't have gotten all the way through, or if I hadn't been with a buddy read group. I'm definitely one of those people who don't do it as often as other people do, but I think because I spread them out, it works out pretty well for me. So anyway, that is the tag, whose ever tag I happen to have gotten. If you know, let me know. Anyway, so yeah, it has been 5 years. I'm kind of surprised that I made it 5 years, considering how many people who started out around the same time I did, that I used to watch a lot in my first couple of years, are no longer making videos. So to me, it's just great to say that I stuck with this for this long, and I'm really kind of excited about it. So that's it. My computer keeps going to sleep on me. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. And I will see you guys later. Bye.